What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Dark MAGA podcast, episode 7, I think. Hope I'm not getting that wrong. It's actually a lot more because we've been doing the Dark MAGA podcast live only on Rumble. Make sure you go check us out on Rumble. We got a lot of exclusive content over there. And go watch my channel update because I talk a little bit about the future of our content, what we're going to be doing. Long story short, we got our 8th hard strike on YouTube, banned again. And now they took away my ability to have, I can't even put links in the bio and a bunch of other features with the shorts and stuff. They took all that away unless I got to send them pictures of my ID and all this stuff now. It's ridiculous. As someone who's, trying their damnedest to grow their channel, it kind of sucks to get 8 hard strikes. And I'm not exaggerating. It literally is number 8. And now I lost all these features, so it's a pain in the ass, and it's really just we're hitting the wall every single time because of YouTube censorship. We've been banned from Twitter for 2 years. Thankfully, Elon Musk did reinstate our account. We've seven warnings. I don't even know what the warnings mean exactly on Instagram, but they keep saying your account's close to being deleted if you don't obey the rules and all this stuff. Point being, I am trying to grow this channel. I'm trying to do what I can. So we are going to be focusing so much more on Rumble. We will be doing some stuff on X as well, but mostly Rumble. So make sure you guys follow us over there. And like I said, exclusive live episodes of this podcast. And look, like I said, they're really not letting me grow my channel. They're stopping me at every point, but we're trying our damnedest. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, share if you guys could. It means so much to me, especially after this eighth hard strike. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, make sure leave a 5-star review if you'd like to support the channel. It goes a long way. It really does go a long way to help us work through the algorithm. That's just a fact. So I do mean that sincerely. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And you can follow me at patriotic_cav. We also do some stuff on X. So we'll be focusing on that. X, Truth, Getter, Rumble. We're going to be focusing on those platforms. I will mirror some content on YouTube, but again, they're taking features and stuff away from my channel, and I got to re-verify all this crap, and it's just annoying. It's a pain in the ass. So our streaming going ahead, our live streams, whether it be politics, it would be our gaming channel, which is, at cabs_arcade. Pop culture streams, whatever it is going to be 100% on Rumble. We will, maybe once a month do a multi-stream, but we're mainly going to be on Rumble. And I really just wanted to come on here and tell you guys that real quick, a channel update. Talk a little bit about this, H1B crap stuff that's going on, the MAGA Civil War, as they say. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. It's going to be a pretty short episode. It's holidays. We got family over, but I just wanted to do this quick. First of all, everyone's saying it's a MAGA Civil War and things are in disarray and all that. I don't doubt that the left-wingers and the people, rhinos and all that who hate MAGA, they're going to try everything they possibly can to tear us apart. Because they know that this is Trump's last term. But he's eventually going to completely go away, because he's getting older. He's not going to be around forever, is my point. But they know that MAGA's here to stay. That we have other MAGA candidates out there, that we have MAGA voices out there. You got Steve Bannon and a lot of other people. They need to make them go away. They realize, hey, Trump's times, it's going to end whether we like it or not. This is his last term, but we got to deal with MAGA. And they want to completely destroy MAGA, rip us apart. And they're going to play the long con. They can't just, go in there, swinging fists. They got to have, as the Joker says in The Dark Knight, you got to have your ace in the hole. He's like, you didn't think I was actually going to risk everything with a fist fight with you, Batman. No. You need your ace in the hole, man. He's thinking about the long con. That's what they are. They're going to be playing dirty. They're going to be doing things that we never saw coming. So just stay vigilant, stay alert, stay ready, stay focused, stay strong. Because we cannot let this movement die. This is the lifeblood of America. This is what's going to save America, make America great again. And I truly do believe after the 4 years we will make America great again, but we got to keep America great. That's the thing. We're going to shift back into the old saying, keep America great again. And it's up to us because, again, Trump's time's, going to come and go eventually, whether we like it or not. It's going to happen. And it's up to us, and it's up to us to pick the right candidates and focus. Will we have a superstar like Trump? No, we're never going to have another person like Trump, but we will have plenty of other MAGA candidates to step to the plate, and we need to support them and keep the movement going. And the left does not want that. They want to destroy it at every angle. And look, there's no human being in existence that you're going to agree with 100% of the time. Nobody. So Elon Musk, yeah, I appreciate what he did for free speech. I hope he doesn't abuse it. There's some you guys can help me out in the comments or wherever you can hit me up on X, Getter, if there's any truth to a lot of people saying he's taken away people's blue check marks. I even saw some people, it was Tim Pool, I think. There's some of those big names posting about that. They are some people losing their blue check marks, some people losing their monetization on X because they're having disagreements with Elon Musk. I hope that's not true. I hope he's not abusing his power over there, Musk. I'll lose a lot of respect for him if he is. But, he definitely said some things that I don't like. He was a little harsh against MAGA, using some vulgar language. I don't like that. So hopefully we can clean this up and, get back to focusing on America. I don't know, man. It's a shame that it's got to get so heated all the time, which is why I'm kind of turning away from politics and turning more towards pop culture stuff. But it does. But look, Elon Musk is a good guy. We can agree to disagree on this. And that's what I think it really comes down to. It's heated right now, people slamming that eggnog down, getting a little angry, and I think it'll blow over. We'll get ready come January 20th, and we'll unite and, do right by America. But it's heated right now. We're going to go to Steve Bannon, a clip from Steve Bannon real quick. We're not going to play the whole thing. It's kind of a long clip, but I think it's at least important. Steve Bannon's probably the most MAGA of the MAGA. So it's good to hear from him. We'll go over here.
It's very hard because this is central. It's not just central to the economics of what they do in Silicon Valley. The hate America crowd, and they hate America. The hate America crowd there. And when I say hate America, they hate the United States of America, the nation state of America, and American citizens. They believe in some sort of techno-feudal situation like was in Italy back, I don't know, in the 14th and 15th century. These kind of city-states. What they want is a network. They want a network where they're like a city-state, control the network. And there's a bunch of serfs that work for them. Not American citizens, but serfs, indentured servants. That's what they want, and they're not going to get that. We're going to win this fight. If you think that this audience in the MAGA movement, the hoplites, the Grundoons, the fixed bayonet crowd that fought the steal of 2020 and then had President Trump's back in the darkest days of 21 and were with him the entire time, particularly because he was right on the basic issues that were causing the destruction of our beloved republic, are going to now, after a massive come-from-behind victory, overwhelming victory, just sit there and roll over while the country's torn apart by oligarchs. It's not going to happen. And I always give full respect to Elon. Elon was absolutely central. Elon understood that this was about getting out low-propensity, low-information voters, and that the army of people from the Turning Points and from War Room and other groups, you guys that were, did the election integrity and then did all the door-to-door canvassing and get the vote, that, you were essential. He did write the check, and that gets him a seat at the table. I've said that from the beginning, although I fundamentally disagree with him on major issues like the Chinese Communist Party, like transhumanism, and like the situation around immigration. But they're going to make this bold. Let me just restate something. As a fact, the H-1B visa program is a total and complete scam from its top to the bottom. And Elon's put out this tweet that, all his companies have depended upon that. Now, we'll go dig out the information from public documents and just I'd like you to publish, we would like you to publish every engineer that you've brought in on HB1 visa and let us determine, let's just see the information and see if American citizens could not fill those billets. You're going to find we still haven't seen, if all this going on, have they come forward with any examples? One example, from David Sachs to Vivek Ramaswamy to Elon Musk to any of them. Have they come up with examples of these Einsteins that the job could not be done by American citizen? American citizens come first. The problem this country in the last 40, 50 years is not just America hasn't come first, it's America last. It's American citizens last. And guess what? You provide the social structure. You provide the underpinnings. You are Burke's little platoons. As I say over and over again, in the Lions Club, in the Kiwanis Club, in the churches, in the Little Leagues, in the cops, and the teachers, and all of it, the PTAs, all of it. That's stability that is underneath American society. And that society is what we generate what we call the right stuff, because it comes from grit, it comes from determination, it comes from some, you can't even put your finger on it, but if somebody's got it. Somebody call that jock culture. What Vivek's arguing for is to go to valedictorian no, bro. We've seen the world. We've seen the world. What happens when we go to valedictorian culture? We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not having ruled by nerds. This is not, at the end of the day, about having all the greatest engineers. It's very important. Don't get me wrong. We're at the cutting edge of innovation. We still have more innovation in this country. Why do you think the Chinese Communist Party is over here stealing? The only reason they're even close to being competitive is our capital has financed it, and they've stolen our technology. They didn't develop that. They stole 95% of it, either from phony joint ventures or just from people working there. Why are these great companies not coming to India? Why are these great companies not coming? Because of the social stability and the innovation that comes as a blessing of liberty. Back through every patriot's grave to the revolution. That is the DNA of this country, this nation, a nation with borders, a nation with customs and tradition, a nation with flaws. We're not perfect. The motto that President Trump put out is "Make America Great Again." We hearken back to our greatest days. We hearken back to that spirit of innovation and just cussedness and toughness and grit that got us through so much. For number one, that basically through the whole continent was able to build a nation and a civilization out of a vast wilderness. That's what this fight's about. And Elon's here with this latest thing last night, this latest quote where he says, the reason I'm in America, I'm quoting from this. I tell you what, we're going to wait. I'm going to end this segment from Tom Wolfe's book and Kaufman's movie, The Right Stuff. And I strongly recommend you watch that film between now and January 1st. An understated classic of the grit and determination and innovation of America at her finest. No, we're not going to lose this fight, folks. We've faced longer odds before. We are not going to lose this fight. This program's a scam. It's an economic and financial scam, but it's got a dark underpinning of a hatred, and I'm saying a hatred, of American citizens and our beloved republic. You're going to have to climb over our dead bodies to defeat us. We will never, ever, ever give up. Ever. We'll return in a moment to the War Room.
All right. I wasn't going to play the entire thing, but, I mean, he was on a freaking roll. So I thought that was important to play and discuss. But, yeah, he makes a lot of good points. We are trying to make America great again. It's kind of hard to do when you're being flooded by illegals and we have all these programs like H1B1 or whatever it is, H1 what is it, H1B, and you got these apps that are being abused. Every program, every immigration program we have, whether it's like on some kind of like student grant thing or job, or these apps that are supposed to, you get some of these like parole apps that are being abused. It's a mess. It's a GD mess. Our immigration system, it needs fixing. I think we need to put a halt on all immigration for at least a little while till we figure things out and deport a lot of these criminals. I mean, because we should start with the criminals above all else immediately. It's too much of a mess right now to keep taking in more people and doing these grants. But my take on the whole H1, I keep saying H1B1, but the H1B, we have plenty of capable people in this country. But they are overlooked for what it comes down to is cheap labor. We have all these charts, everything that we even saw some people posting companies from like Blizzard Entertainment and even Patrick Bet-David's company, where they're hiring these writers and stuff, these esports writers and all these jobs that. It's like you couldn't find anybody in this country, any man, to want to write about esports. You had to hire outside. Why would you do that? Why would you hire anybody outside over an American? It's pretty simple. Cheap labor. That's what it all comes down to. You can say this and that and this job, that job, and blah, blah, blah. What it comes down to is just the company's trying to save money. If I hire American, I'm going to have to pay him at least this. But if I hire, someone from India, I can pay them, dirt ass cheap and get away with it. It's like the whole it kind of goes into the whole women get paid less. We get paid only 70% of what men get paid. If that were true, why the hell would any company ever hire a man? I'm telling you right now, if that were true, that you could actually pay women less for the same exact work and get away with it, I would never hire a man. I'm being serious. Why would I? I'd be saving so much freaking money by hiring all women. All these programs are abused. That's what it comes down to, for cheap labor. Cheap labor, that's all it is. And it's a shame to see Elon and Vivek go this route. Now, Elon did come out with a tweet kind of saying, like, yeah, the system is abused and we need to maybe put a fee, some kind of fee on it so people, will think twice about abusing it. And I like that idea. Yeah, we got to do something. So we should have led with that instead of saying all what he said. We can go on and on about the drama. There's a lot of people cursing at each other back and forth, and this person don't like that person. We do have a clip of Trump back in 2016. We'll go real quick.
Well, first of all, I think, and I know the H-1B very well, and it's something that I frankly use, and I shouldn't be allowed to use. We shouldn't have it. Very, very bad for workers. And second of all, I think it's very important to say, well, I'm a businessman, and I have to do what I have to do, and it's sitting there waiting for you, but it's very bad. It's very bad for business in terms of, it's very bad for our workers, and it's unfair for our workers, and we should end it. Well, first of
that's why I love Trump, especially 2016 Trump. He would admit this stuff. He's like, yeah, I use this stuff. You guys have these bullshit laws where companies like me could save an assload of money. We can, I can go with the tax stuff with Hillary saying like, yeah, I use all these loopholes. Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? You guys have them there. He's like, if you guys want to fix them, you could do it. But, that's when he had his famous, going after Hillary. But he's, saying like, oh, she won't fix these tax loopholes because she uses them. Her donors use them. She could fix them, but she's not. He's like, of course I use them. I would too if I was a businessman. I'm like, hey, you got all these tax loopholes. You want to say it's a little frowned upon, but it's not illegal. Hell yeah, I'm going to use it. You don't like it. You could have changed it. Quick clip from
I walked into a small conference.
Sorry, this is watch this former Disney employee break down in tears as he describes a group of IT workers being told that they're losing their jobs because their jobs were given to foreign workers through the H-1B visa program.
Room with about 24 highly respected fellow IT workers, the Disney executive made a harsh announcement to us all. All of you in this room will be losing your jobs in the next 90 days. Your jobs have been given over to a foreign workforce. In the meantime, you will be training your replacements until your jobs are 100% transferred over to them, and if you do not cooperate, you will not receive any severance pay. I was completely silent during this meeting, thinking how this was going to affect my coworkers. How was I going to break news to my family and pay all of our expenses? I would soon be living on unemployment. Later that same day, I clearly remember going to the local church pumpkin sale and having to tell the kids I couldn't buy any that year because my job was being turned over to a foreign worker.
And see, most like rich, just real quick, most like rich influencers, you know, you got your we don't have to call anybody out, but you got your typical names on X and all that, abusing the monetization, which I hate about X, by the way. Ever since they started monetizing stuff, people repost the same goddamn video over and over and over again. And unfortunately, a lot of people are, you know, like freaking Dory from Finding Nemo. They have short-term memory loss and can't remember a video that was literally posted just a few months ago, and they all react to it, they all comment on it, and it gives them more money, so then they're going to continue to repost these old videos and abuse the monetization program. You know, all these, you know, meme checkpoints and all these, Taylor Swift said she's leaving the country if Trump's elected. What do you think about it? It's like, no, she didn't. Shut the fuck up. It's like, I hate this shit. I really, like, that's the one negative about X is the monetization, because people just are just clickbait now. They don't even care to have a good dialogue. Just what gets the clicks. Someone's like, well, Cav, you could do that too. I don't feel right about it. It feels wrong. I feel like I can't do it. I just can't do the clickbait titles. It just doesn't feel right. And I hate that part of X. But anyways, I kind of got sidetracked. But my point that I wanted to originally make when I first hit pause was, you know, a lot of these big influencers don't know what it's like to lose your job. You know, to actually be out of work, to tell your kids you can't get this and that for them, you can't put food on the table. It's scary. It's a scary thing. This is real. This is real, raw emotion.
That year, because my job was being turned over to a foreign worker. I started to think what kind of an American I was becoming. Was I going to become part of ruining our country by taking severance pay in exchange for training my foreign replacement? How many other American families would be affected by the same foreign worker that I trained? The first part of my 90-day period was focused on capturing all that we did with our jobs. We all felt extremely humiliated when the foreign worker sat next to us and watched everything that we did. The final period of the 90 days was the most disgraceful and demoralizing, as we had to watch the foreign workers completely take over our jobs. And we came to grips that the upcoming Disney jobs promise didn't exist. Then finally, on January 31st of 2015, we were ordered to turn in our company badges, laptops, and then ushered out the door. How can it be that everybody that hears these stories about Disney and the like, from the barbers to the bankers, are completely shocked? Yet our lawmakers continue to debate the topic and take no action. The reason that more affected IT workers don't come out into the public is twofold. And that is why most lawmakers mostly hear from the tech giants and are very rarely heard from the displaced American workers who will disclose themselves publicly.
Yeah, that's horrible. It's a horrible thing. We gotta prioritize. You got to prioritize Americans. That's what it comes down to. And you know, some people are, oh, that's racist. And I'm like, why is that racist? I'm like, not every American is white, you retard. So you got someone saying like, oh, the reason I, as an Indian woman, a legal immigrant to the United States, I will vote Democrat because of these racists on the right. I'm like, you would not apply here, you idiot. We said America first. You fall under that category because you're an American. We don't give a shit what your skin color is. We don't care where you come from. You're an American. You're one of us. Now, you get some of the, the Groypers and Nick Fuenteses who are, they're kind of retarded and definitely gay. I mean, Nick Fuentes literally said he thinks the real gayness is having sex with a woman. I only know that clip because Jimmy Kimmel played it. There's something wrong with that guy. Kid. He really is a kid. He's like, what, 21, 22? Yeah, he's kind of retarded. I mean, you can only say the Jews are bad so many times without providing solutions. I donated and fought like hell to get Trump elected. I work in my local communities. I work my ass off 6 days a week at local business. It's like you do literally nothing besides saying the Jews are bad. The Jews are bad. Okay, well, what are you doing about it? If that is true. Besides just saying it over and over and over again. It's cringe. But anyways, yeah, you get some of those guys maybe going a little too far. But it's if you're an American, doesn't matter if you're white, black, Indian, Asian, or some kind of halvesies. You're an American. We're putting America first. We have plenty of capable people in this country. Plenty of capable people. We have a lot of people, and we it is worth noting that, yeah, we white people, white men are overlooked with these DEI. That's literally what DEI is for. These programs are meant to overlook white people and to judge people by the color of their skin, not by the content of their character. They're inherently racist, these DEI programs. It's literally saying, I don't give a shit if you're qualified or not. What is your skin color? Are you gay? Are you this? Are you that? They got to hit all the check boxes. All we say is make sure they're qualified for the job. What if the person qualified for the job is a black gay woman? Okay, well, she's hired. It's not that complicated. We don't put any certain race or sex or whatever on a pedestal. The best first person for the best job. We focus on America first. Not America only, America first. But anyways, we keep going on with this. I didn't really want to get too much of the drama. I just wanted to kind of give a quick take of what I thought about it, play some clips for you guys, and kind of go into the new year. It's going to be a wild year. Like I said, I got my 8th hard strike on YouTube. It sucks. They took away a lot of my features as a content creator, and now I got to fill out all these forms and send my ID if I want them reinstated, which I don't think I'm going to do. I can still upload, but it's like bare bones upload. I can't really do anything with it. Which is fine, but just recommend you guys follow me on X and Rumble. I'm at patriotic_Cav, and like I said, I more so than ever before, I could use your support. Like, subscribe, share, follow, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you guys could. You don't have to, but I would really greatly appreciate it. They're not making it easy for me to grow my channel at all, to say the least. So I do appreciate any kind of help. And again, just one more time, I'm at patriotic_Cav on X, on Truth, on Getter, on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I kept it all the same, exactly the same, so it's just easy to remember for all platforms. You guys follow me there. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, consider giving us a 5-star review. You don't even have to say anything, just give a 5-star review. Or you can say MAGA, you can say, Trump 2024, whatever you want. But just dropping that 5-star review goes such a long way to help us move through the algorithm. I appreciate it. Really, thank you guys so much for listening to the Dark MAGA podcast. Consider following us on Rumble for exclusive live episodes. I'm Patriotic Cav, and I'll see you guys next time.